Look here. If you have a way to hook up to some big speakers, well, this is if you like rock and roll. If you got some big speakers, turn them up. If you don't have big speakers, put in some headphones. If you don't have either one, go buy some headphones or go hook up to your buddy's big speaker system. So, I don't know. I know some of y'all gonna like it. This is gonna be fun.
The poor Africa twin said it was 108, but yeah, you know, that shit ain't right. So you get your adventure bike out on your local forest trails. Well, it depends on what your trails are like. If your trails are rocky, you got steep inclines, big steps to go over, that's totally on you. And trails like these, like what I'm dealing with, it's just single track, dirt, roots, sand, mud. This is the only enduro bike that I've brought out on the trails. I was gonna bring my multi-stride out here, but it was just way too top heavy, way too street orientated. The 21-inch front wheel on this bike, and with it being lighter than the multi-strada, just with it being a freaking Honda, it handles superb out here. At first I was a little apprehensive on the dirt, but it handles so well. The only thing that I would say is the steering needs to be tightened up just a little bit. But I'm not gonna mess with it because this is not my trail bike. My trail bike is not on the trails, it's sitting in the garage. It should be right here. I just wanted to get this beast out here on the trails just to prove a point that these Africa twins are very capable of being on the trail. If you have experience riding motorcycles in all different types of conditions, then yeah, get out, go get crazy. If you don't, I would start off on a small bike. I mean, you can start off on a big bike if you want, but you won't get a lot of practice in. What you'll get practice in is picking your bike up. I know some people have a lot of practice picking their bike up. I know one person that's got a lot of practice picking his bike up. There was some other point that I wanted to make on this video. That's the other point I wanted to make. I'm gonna hold off on going to Three Palms because of my trip in October. I'm trying to cut my risk, cut a little bit of risk out of my riding. This might seem risky taking this bike out on the trails, but whenever I'm out at Three Palms, you're hitting jumps, going 20, 30 feet in the air sometimes, 40 miles an hour. It's a lot more. You're flying through the freaking air, okay? There's a lot more risk to reward while doing that. I wouldn't be able to heal up from something if I screwed up. So that last video with me out at Three Palms, that's gonna be the last one until, I don't know, October. No, yeah, until probably November, December. That's probably the last one for the year. Now I'll come back out here on the trails, but not saying it's less dangerous. Depends on how you ride, but it is way less dangerous. There's less that can go wrong. The longer you stay on the ground, the less chance there is for something to go wrong. I mean, flying through the air at 30, 40 miles an hour just has a whole new risk dimension to your riding that, that there's ants on me and they're pissing me off. I mean, hell, I could fall off my ladder at work. I know, I get it, but I'm just gonna cut that portion of it out. Well, I hope this was somewhat entertaining for you. I need a riding buddy. My other riding buddy's just abandoned me. Poor Dave. That's gonna be my new channel. It's gonna be like Poor Dave Cries. Stop whinging, you